Ah, those twinkling lights. It's all part of the season. We're celebrating a very special season. Guys, what's the message?
Merry Christmas!
Yes. Are you guys excited about Santa?
Yeah!
Are you being good or naughty?
Yeah!
Are you sure?
Yeah!
I don't know. Some of the parents were wondering. You positive 100%?
Yeah!
Well, I happen to know Santa, so I'll make sure that everything goes your way, okay? Enjoy the park, guys. Good stuff. It's good to have you along here today. Yeah, we're streaming live on Port Credit Memorial Park. It's great to have your company today. This is episode 40 of the Here and There show. 40 episodes, if you can believe it. In fact, you see this? Richard, part of the crew, he awarded me the official badge, so thank you for that, Richard. Hard to believe, though. We've done 40 different shows, and you've been along with me for the ride, so I do appreciate that. It's great to have your company today. Boy, that light is bright, Ricardo. I can barely see. But we have a very special show, because normally we started at 1 o'clock on Fridays. We pushed it to 6:30 this evening, of course, because we are not only celebrating the season, but also the 40th episode, and we wanted to show you this festival. This is the Lights and Ice Festival, happening here at Port Credit Memorial Park in Port Credit. And it's all free, and it runs all weekend, so we have a lot of families. You guys can disperse, it's okay, or you can stay, whatever you want. But this is a non-union shoot, so you won't be paid, just so you know. But it's really exciting because, you know, a lot of the kids are coming out. It's Friday night, it's outdoors, and it's free. Of course, there are COVID protocols. You should maintain a distance. But you can see there's a lot to do here. Let me show you this sculpture over here. Take a look at this. I mean, look how beautiful some of the workmanship. So this is your ice, you know, and there's a lot of carvings that are throughout the park. We've got a great show coming up, so we'll show you and take you on a tour, some of the ice carvings and the lights and the displays that are here. Plus, of course, the forecast details. We've got a major windstorm that is going to move in actually late tonight, but it's tomorrow where there will be a lot of activity. I'll detail all the warnings that are in play, but this is going to be a very impressive storm. And then a new AKQ, the Anwar Night Query. I'll get to that in just a moment, but also a regular feature, the Nod to Nature. And I'm going to take you overseas and introduce you to a very rare mammal that loves a hot tub. You're going to love the video, so I'm excited to share that with you. But the AKQ, it stems from a new survey that was out that revealed who is the most difficult to buy for at Christmas. And this may surprise you. Any guesses? Most difficult to buy for? Any guesses in the family?
Mom.
Mom? You think Mom? It's actually Dad. It's Dad. Dads apparently are very difficult to buy for. You know, I'm a dad, and I almost agree with that. Now, maybe I'm generalizing it, and, you know, I don't know if I'm the average dad or not, but I think dads accumulate a lot of stuff, you know, and dads, if we want something, we just sort of get it. I don't spend stuff frivolously. I'm pretty cheap that way. But if I need a new jigsaw or a new sander, I'm just going to buy it because I need it. If I want a decent TV, I will buy a TV. Maybe I should play my cards right and I would get them as gifts. But I just thought that was interesting. So I thought for today, tying into the theme, the AKQ this evening, is what's a good dad gift? And some of my crew are dads. Ricardo, what would be a great gift for you?
I don't know, see my daughter. My daughter lives in Vancouver, so it would be good to see her.
Just to see her?
Just to see her.
Now that would be, so his daughter is in Vancouver right now, just to see her. And I guess it's been pretty hard, of course, with COVID and the lack of travel, so that would be a nice gift. Vern, dare I ask?
A trip to the Caribbean.
A trip to the Caribbean. Would you settle for a mini bar that you'd find in the hotel?
Well, no. Johanna, I hope you're hearing this.
Yes, there it is. So he's hoping he's getting a trip to the Caribbean. I don't know, but we're going to ask around here as we stream live in Port Credit. But let the adventure begin, and I want to connect with some of you. We have a lot of people that are joining us, and as we continue to tour through here, we'll ask around. I'll see if we can find some families, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of advice in terms of you know, what's a good dad gift. But here we have some more sculptures, and you can see how intricate it is. I mean, there's a lot of workmanship that goes in this, and of course, part of that is that they are just blocks, right? You can see all of this here. So they put it all together, and I'll reveal a little bit of a secret coming up a little bit later on, but really just beautiful stuff. And now, of course, because we're at nighttime and the lights are up, you can really see some of the colors and that sort of thing, so that's great. Let's move on down here, and we can ask these people here. Hi folks, can I just bother you? We're just streaming live. Quick question. What's a good dad gift for Christmas? A good dad gift, because apparently dads are the most difficult to buy for, according to a survey.
Set of golf clubs.
Golf clubs. So if Santa didn't hear that, maybe the others did.
Yeah.
Golf clubs. You hear that? Dad wants golf clubs. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, sir.
No
So
worries.
golf clubs. That's we're putting that on the list. We've got some other families down here. Let's move on down. Let's see if we can chat with these people. Hi guys, sorry to bother you. We're just streaming live. Is there any dads here? No? We're looking for ideas on a dad gift, the perfect dad gift.
Where's Ian? Where is Ian?
And the reason why I'm asking, because apparently dads are hard to buy for.
Where's Ian? Socks and underwear.
So underwear's what I get. Look at this. Isn't this adorable?
Right?
So, okay, well, is that dad there? Let's go find dad. Hi, Dad. Sorry to bother you. We're streaming live here. Sure. And there's a survey that indicates apparently that dads are the most difficult to buy for. So we're looking for ideas on a perfect dad gift.
You know what? Foolproof gift for my dad's just a case of beer.
A case of beer?
Yeah, he's always happy with a case of beer.
A 2, 4, and a hug, and we're
That's
calling it even.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, now what about you? Would that work for you?
Oh, I don't know. I'd be happy with it for sure. But no, I'm easy to buy
Doesn't
for.
matter.
Yeah, I'm happy with whatever I get.
Well,
just sort of thankful to have this little guy and
That's
a
what
nice
it's
family
about.
at home.
Well, good for you. I wish you a very happy holiday.
same to you
Thank
guys.
you.
Cheers.
Good stuff. So you see, it depends. One dad wants a golf club, another wants a case of beer, or just the fact that we're with family. I love it. Let's continue our tour here. We're streaming live at the Port Credit Memorial Park. This is the Lights and Ice Festival. It continues all weekend. So we're going to meander through this area here. And we have Bob who's joining us. Also, Barbara Woods Tennant says hello, everyone. Donna Seabrook has say evening all with a little Christmas tree emoji. You can see there's quite a few people down here. Cheryl says, where are you tonight? Well, we are in Port Credit, which is Mississauga. We're going to highlight the area very shortly. And Kathy says, great seeing you. This is such a beautiful location. Love the lights. Either a case or a beer or an assortment of tea. Oh, okay, we'll put that on there. Miranda says my father-in-law would be a Best Buy or an Amazon gift card kind of guy. Now you can see there's quite a few people here. And there's also some more ice carvings over here. Oh, look at this one, Ricardo. Sorry, over here. Sorry. Look at this. Right behind you. Sorry about that. Look at this one. So, for those who look carefully, you'll recognize this face here. Hurricane Hazel. And there you have it. Honorary chair of the Mississauga Waterfront Festival. But isn't this beautiful? I mean, that is a skill. And of course, they've created the two tones in the ice. Beautiful stuff here. Hey guys, we're streaming live on a show called Here and There. And can I ask you, you're a dad? Just a quick question. We're looking for good dad gift ideas. Apparently a survey says that dads are the most difficult to buy for. So what would, they are? So what would be good for dad?
That's a good question.
Yeah. What would you really like? What?
I want a trip. A trip.
A trip?
A trip, yeah.
And where would you like to go?
Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos.
How about that?
Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos. How about Ajax?
We already been to Bora Bora, so...
Oh, well, isn't that something? Okay, well, I hope Santa delivers that. So this is the second trip suggestion. Good luck with it, all right?
Thank you.
If not, a pair of boxers you might end up with, all right? Yeah, you see? Cool stuff. Have a great night, everybody. So we continue our tour here, and we're asking people, what's a good dad gift? And I got to be honest, I'm kind of surprised because the want list is pretty extravagant, depending on who you ask here. Let's see over here. We can ask this family here. Hi guys, sorry to bother you. We're just streaming live. Can I just ask you a quick question?
This guy would love to answer.
Are you a dad?
I'm running for mayor.
Oh yeah, good luck. Good luck. We're looking for dad gift ideas.
Dad gift
Apparently
idea.
dads are the most difficult to buy
It's
for.
a dad.
What would you get your dad?
I would get myself leaf tickets.
Leaf tickets.
Who wants to get me leaf tickets right now? You call me. 647. No, just joking.
Okay, so leaf tickets. We've put it on the list. Thank you very much. Now that is actually doable. Leaf tickets, the Turks and Caicos challenging. Leaf tickets, that's doable. So let's continue here. It's good to see though everybody getting together, eh? You know, and I mean, you're outside, so it's still safe and you've got a lot of space. But I just want to orient you on where we are. So let's see if we can get sort of behind all of this music here so you can hear me. And what we'll do, let's come over here. And Ricardo, if you could just show our friends at home the lighthouse there. So there's the iconic lighthouse, and this is a part of the history here, so you can just see it, you know, doing its thing there. And Port Credit sits on the banks of the Credit River, and it's at the mouth of Lake Ontario, so the Credit River winds down here, and then it opens up and goes into the lake. And if you've come to this area, you'll know it's just a beautiful spot to be exploring, but you can see how this should be a huge draw in terms of not only people today, but for centuries. This was an ideal location for settlement because of the river and then open waters, right, which eventually would be the gateway over to the ocean. So this is, you know, where it all began. We're talking hundreds of years ago. Of course, we had the Mississauga First Nations. They were the first to settle here. And then 300 years ago, a trading post was established almost at this very spot. And that's where things really started to flourish. Because what happened is that you had the Port Credit Harbor Company that established a trading port and a shipping center here. And then everything just really started to thrive. This was major industry here. And to this day, of course, there's a nautical connection. You know, you have the marina. A lot of people come during the summer just to watch the boats, whether come down the river and then and out to the lake. But the beacon, of course, remains that lighthouse, and there's quite a story there. I'd like to do a full show and talk about the history of the lighthouse and this area, and maybe we'll do that when the weather's better. But from this vantage point here, you're starting to see now the layout of all the lights. You can see them all here, all the trees. So what's beautiful about this, now there's about it's just shy of 3 kilometers, of sort of a loop trail system, and they've blocked off the grass in the middle because it gets mucky and that sort of thing. But you can see all the lights here. And what I love about this spot is that you have sidewalk, paved pathways. So you can see all of this, you know, is paved. Now, of course, there will be some little ramps for the electricity and stuff. But if you have a family member that's in a wheelchair or in a walker or can't walk very well, at least you have some firm foot here and paved surfaces. So it really is accessible to everybody. And the beautiful part is, you know, the arena is just sort of behind us here. Hard to really see it, but there's free parking there. So it's really just quite something. And you know, when we talk about the Mississauga Waterfront Festival, you know, that was it's a non-profit committee, and they began as just a small community run agency that really wanted to celebrate the beautified waterfront, and that was 25 years ago. So they have that festival that happens every June. You know, for 25 years. I mean, with COVID, things have changed a little bit, but sometimes, you know, they'll get 75,000 people in this area because this is part of that area where they do some of the rides and that sort of thing. So they've extended on some of the events that they do, and this is one of them. So this is the first and the largest of its kind in the city of Mississauga, where you have ice carvings, where you have lights, and you have it set up in an area where you could really just sort of go and explore. And, you know, obviously the weather hasn't been very kind, but you could see some of the details here. I mean, it's really quite significant on the workmanship of this. Very impressive. They had scheduled to do some live carving tonight. Weather is not cooperating. And I have to tell you, the conditions are ideal right now, and probably for tomorrow morning, and then things are going to change quite a bit. And of course, as we get into Sunday, it'll start to improve. But I don't know how much of this is going to be left, and I'll tell you why with the forecast in just a moment. But you again can see a whole bunch of different sculptures all through this little area. It looks like a carousel, and they have little signs letting you know which each is. And they sort of tell a little story. But let's take a look at your forecast. We'll start off by letting you know that the weather is brought to you by the Big Blue Marble podcast. Listen to the undeniable stories of our changing planet and the amazing people trying to save it. And you can have all the episodes at www.bigbluemarble.earth or, of course, on your favorite podcast player. I welcome you to join me there as we continue to document our changing planet. And Brenda says, I think a great dad gift would be for Anwar to return to his regular show on a TV station. Well,
Start your own station.
yeah, start my own station. That's very kind. Yeah, we can walk down here. We have some more people down here. Also, oh yes, Larissa saying I can hear all the Christmas carols in the background. That's for sure. And Kathy says, what a lovely event and great idea with the sculptures and Christmas music and lights. So that's also cool. Yeah, Larissa says, we have thunderstorms in December. That's unusual. You bet it is. I mean, it does happen on a rare occasion, but this is not the norm. And when we're talking about upper teens, you know, talk about our changing planet, you know, the climate change, the warming planet. This is all indicative of things that continue to change. And Rick says, hey, this was a good idea to move the episode to tonight, a beautiful location. Yeah, and it's our 40th show. Did I mention that? Hey, how are you?
Are we actually on?
We are streaming live right now to the world.
I know,
Yes.
when Christmas.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I'm just confirming it.
But like when we did it, are we on live?
We're still live. We haven't stopped. Yeah, you're all stars.
So my dad will see this.
If he goes online on Facebook, yes.
Oh, God. Oh, my dad will see this.
Yeah. Let's talk to these guys over here. Oh, you know what though? This is the magic of Christmas. We've been waiting for some normalcy.
It's okay.
I'm going to ask this gentleman here. Hi, sorry to bother you. We're just streaming live. And we're asking, you know, what are good dad gifts? Apparently dads are very difficult to buy for. What would you like for the holiday?
I think some time alone.
You know what? I think that's a pretty easy thing to do. Fair enough. Time alone. Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. Are you enjoying your time here today, though?
Yeah, absolutely loving the place. I mean,
Beautiful.
the kids are enjoying.
That's what it's
Tomorrow's
about.
the weekend, so
Yes.
having a blast. Yeah.
Well, we're glad to hear that. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Remember, don't lick the ice. Great stuff. Let's continue
Thank you
our
very
journey down here as we stream live. Oh, yes. Look, this is, you know who this is, right?
Marshall.
That's Marshall from Paw Patrol. Right? Wow, look at the detail. That's pretty impressive.
And the little spots.
In the little spots, too. You're absolutely right. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to sort of cut in front here. Sorry about that. Let's head down here. We got some more families we're going to chat with here. You know what I love, too? I mean, it's so dark, and when the lights are on, it just pops everything, and that's what's really special about it. But I want to go find out some more dads here. We got a couple of dads. So let's interrupt this family here. Hi, guys. Sorry to bother you. We're just streaming live, and we have a question on the go here. What's a good dad gift?
A dad gift.
Apparently dads are difficult to buy.
Time off.
Time off.
Time off, absolutely.
Now, is that something a loved one could accommodate, though? Is that
Absolutely.
you
Why
could-
not?
Okay. So you're just saying, give me some time.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that one's an easy
An hour
one.
here and an hour there. That's all we ask for.
Perfect. I hope you will get to unwrap that under
Awesome.
the tree.
Thank
you
you.
so much. Let's hop over here. Hey, guys, sorry to bother you. Oh, we talked to you. Did we talk to you?
No, he wants to talk.
He's the shy one. Oh, he's the shy one. Boy, we've got, it's like the Partridge Family here. We've got a full, look, this is a nice moment. Look at that. Now, you know what's interesting, when you're carving ice, the key is, of course, having a clear ice, right? And what makes it sort of that opaque or white inside ice are air bubbles. So for the most part, you want 100%, I mean, you try to aim for 100%, but ice that has been frozen so there are no air bubbles in it, and as a result, it's a denser ice and it's much better to work with. But sometimes they will create it where they can, you know, have for just colorizing the different themes that they're creating. But these blocks, I mean, they weigh a lot, right? If you look here at this particular one, you can point out where the blocks are, right? And I mean, they can weigh 8 to 15 pounds. I mean, it's sometimes more depending on what they're doing. And it is very specialized when they create the ice. You know, in fact, in Ontario, it's one of the biggest creators of ice blocks for sculpting. You know, and Winterlude, I mean, that's a big client, right, when they create that, but it is quite something here. But it's really nice. We have a lot of people still taking some photos here. We're going to walk this way. And let's connect over here. We got another family right over here. Vern, can you get the mic here? Hi, miss. Sorry to bother you. We're just streaming live. It's just a quick question. We're talking about dad gifts. Apparently dads are the most difficult to buy for. What would be a good dad gift? Oh, you agree?
They are very difficult to buy for, but I nailed it last Christmas with a sous vide.
A who?
A sous vide. It's a kitchen utensil to perfectly cook red meat.
Whoa, I've never even heard of it.
It's very simple, but yeah, if he's a
And-
barbecue guy during the summer, then he might be a sous vide guy during
And
the
was
winter.
he thrilled to get it and just loves it?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, look at that. See, that's what the show is about. You
Hot
see,
tips.
we're imparting information. We appreciate that.
Good night.
Have a
A
great holiday.
Netflix subscription always works.
Let's ask these guys. Hi, can I just bother you guys for a sec? We're just trying to find out what's a good dad gift. A good dad gift. What would you like as a gift? What's a good dad gift?
A lot of good time with the family.
Just family time.
Yes.
That seems easy to do. Well, just like that, we're going to make that wish come true, okay? Oh, okay. Have a wonderful night. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Again, this is the Port Credit Memorial Park at Stave Bank and Lakeshore if you wanted to come by. And look at this. Isn't this really cool? So we're going to let them take their photo here. No. So we are streaming live right now around the world. Sorry to interrupt you. So you look like you're in love, and this is a magical moment.
We are in love, yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. What would be a dream gift for Christmas for you two?
I think wealth and health.
Health.
Yeah.
I love that. So health and happiness.
Yes.
Family union. Yeah.
Family, well, we're hoping, a lot of people
Yeah,
want that. Well, I think, though, we're part of this historical moment of happiness, as we celebrate the season. So let them enjoy it now. We don't want to be too intrusive, but we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Salute.
It's a beautiful way to wrap up here. So listen, we're going to close it on up. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Before we leave, though, I want to get into the nod to nature because this is really cool. And we're going to head overseas. And I want to introduce you to, it's one of the coldest regions of the world where a rare mammal lives. In fact, it's really, they live farther north than any other primate on Earth, except for humans, of course, and they're snow monkeys. Take a look at this video as we get into our nod to nature. So these are macaques, and why I wanted to include them in our Nod to Nature features because a new study has revealed on how they survive the extreme weather, and it's by going fishing. Now, up until this point, they assumed that they would eat fish, but it was just dead fish that would wash up. We're talking about very harsh conditions. But the thing is, the new study says that these monkeys, these macaques, they actually will go fishing and catch live fish because of the volcanic warmth. The streams are above freezing. That's why they're sitting like in a hot tub. But they will eat things like brown trout, also river insects and mollusks, and they actually go fishing for live creatures in this water. And I just thought that was amazing because it just shows you how nature learns how to adapt and thrive on their terms, and they're really just amazing animals. Again, this is a very popular destination for tourists to see them, and you can see them. They're just, it almost looks like Friday night at Vern's house, sitting in a hot tub. Some of these guys just sitting there, but that is why we wanted to focus it on our nod to nature. Anyway, this is the last official show of the year. I want to thank you so much for joining me through this journey. I hope to continue to have your support as we get into the new year. Please show your support by liking and give me a parade of hearts and share. Share this show with your friends. Tell them about it. Let's continue to get more and more people together and connect, because that's all we have right now. It's about learning from one another and sharing some good times during still some challenging times, right? So that's the objective. And if you do appreciate what we're doing, you can show your support by the likes, by the following the page and the hearts, and if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. I want to thank my crew. These guys, as I mentioned, are amazing. We've got Vern, the production assistant. Let's show Vern, please, Ricardo. There he is. We have Ricardo. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who is our camera extraordinaire and does the drone. And we have Richard, who does a lot of our photography for the show. You guys, I want to thank you so much for your support and friendship. It's been a fun ride, and we'll continue to pick this up into the new year. There may be a pop-up between now and New Year's. I'm not sure. But the kids are off school next week, so we're going to wrap it up. And I look forward to having your company as we get into the new year. So until then, be safe, be well, be kind, and I look forward to having your company here and there. Take care, everybody.